Okay, Stacey Alcorn here, and today I have with me one of the most inspiring people in my mind on the face of the earth. I have Aron Ralston. Many of you know Aron from his best-selling book, Between a Rock and a Hard Place, and also from the movie 127 Hours, which was the story of Aron's just survival story. And when he went out into the mountains all alone, a large boulder fell on his arm, pinning him to the earth for almost 7 days. So, you are so inspiring, and I think one of the reasons you're so inspiring is because in a sales world, a lot of times as agents we wake up every day and we feel like we're in a survival mode, and it's nothing like the survival that you went through, but it's survival nonetheless. How are we going to feed our kids? So one question I have for you is, when you were going through that ordeal, can you share one thing that you focused on to stay as positive as possible and to keep in that survival mode?
Yeah, I think it is important to understand what motivates you. For me, in that place, it wasn't just the will to live. I think that we all understand survival in that sense of life and death, but it's really also about the will to love. And for me, it's not just enough to get by. Like, we want to thrive, we want to connect, we want to have fulfilling relationships. And the ones that I'd had prior to my entrapment were the ones that came back to me while I was there, that I reached out for, that I connected with through my video cameras. I would talk to my family, to my sister, to my best friends, and it was those relationships that I had that motivated me, that love that I shared with them, that gave me the strength and the courage to be able to not only get through what I went through there in the canyon, but then to be able to get free and indeed to resume my life with that passion. So I think for anyone, no matter what their boulder looks like, whether it's a big piece of sandstone or a survival situation with their career, is that you have to know what motivates you, what's really important, where's your passion at, and that will be where you get your source from. That's where you get your strength and courage and your perseverance. And, so it's different for each of us, but there's still, the concept is the same, that if you're in touch with that, if you're in touch with where your strength and your courage come from, it's an inexhaustible well of determination.
Right. Now, the thing I love too is the story after the story, and that you're still scaling mountains, and you're a daredevil in my opinion, compared to what I would ever do. Do you ever feel fear?
Oh, sure. Yeah. There are always going to be circumstances that something triggers, and I think the challenging part of what that opportunity gives us is to discern whether, okay, is this an actual valid threat that needs a threat response, or is it something that I'm kind of making it up about what is really the worst possible thing that would happen right now? And sometimes we overreach with that, and then we respond due to that overreach. And it's important to be able to kind of tone things down and to really evaluate where we're at, what's happening, and the choice that we have to make, because sometimes, you know, what that boulder might be, it's actually a blessing.
Well, thank you for inspiring me and the entire world. You're awesome.
No, thank you. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
the chance to talk.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.